Hello. I'm Adam, the Learning Coach. I'm the piano teacher you wish you'd had the first time, and I'm available at abetterpianoteacher.com. And today I want to help you understand how good sight readers read. I was working with one of my students today, helping them learn to sight read better. They're about 3 years in, and they're actually pretty good at their sight reading, but they don't know how they're doing it. And by explaining what they were doing, I was able to help them see how good they are at it and how really good sight readers do what they do. We're going to start by looking at this image of two things. You've probably played this game. Your job is to try to tell the difference between one image and the other. What are the differences? Can you spot the differences? And as you look at this image, you can, probably see that one image has this and one image doesn't have that. And it's a child's game. But the fact is that we do the same thing as sight readers. And I'm going to show you by opening up some music and talking about it. As an experienced sight reader, when I look at these two measures, for instance, somebody that doesn't know how to sight read very well, they might think that I am actually reading each note one at a time as I go through. And that if I'm going to be a fast sight reader, I just have to really fast read it. B flat C, B flat C, B flat C, B flat C. But that's not actually how I read music. Any more than you look at these words and read each letter. You're not going to read THEMAYOR apostrophe S EYEI felt. You're going to read, basically, you're going to look at this whole thing and you're going to spot the important words, and then you'll look at the other words next. And each word is a collection of letters that sound something in your brain. In other words, you are really not going letter by letter by letter. So why, as a music reader, would you think you were going note by note by note? Here's what you're doing instead. Here's what I'm doing instead. And this is where spot the difference comes. Look at these two measures. Look at the left hand. They are very similar to one another. And an inexperienced reader is going to get very caught up in each note. But I am going to look at both of these measures pretty much at the same time. My eyes are going to scan them very quickly, and my eyes are going to say, what's the difference? What's the difference between this measure of the left hand and this measure? And there's only one difference. B flat to C versus A to C. It's a bunch of B flat C, B flat C, B flat C, B flat C's over a steady F, versus a bunch of AC, 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 AC over a steady F. So basically all of this music can be reduced to one simple thing, which is the difference. If I know how to play this measure, I know how to play this measure immediately because I've spotted the difference. So my eyes look at all of this, know how to play it, and then see this next measure and say, hey, that looks exactly the same except for one note. So basically, I'm remembering how this measure went and just making one change for this measure, because I can see that they are exactly the same. Now, not only does that allow me to quickly play this, it allows me to focus on this measure, which is different. And this measure is, the right hand is a little more complicated than the left hand. Not a lot. And there are special rules for the right hand too, which are not, notice the difference. Let's see if we can spot this split the difference thing somewhere else. How about right here? In this case, it's two areas inside a measure. A 4-note passage, B flat E C E, and another 4-note passage, B flat G C G. Again, I can parse this thing really quickly. If I don't think note, 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 if I think instead pattern and difference to the pattern, that's much faster for my brain. So finding the difference is a major tool in sight reading. These kinds of things are vital to talk about because people who are really good at them often don't know they're doing them and don't know how they're doing them, and people really bad at them think that they have to do it a different way. So I'm doing my bit to help bridge the gap because I started off as a very, very bad sight reader, and then over the years I became a very, very good one. So I'm aware of what I do in ways that a lot of good sight readers are not. And hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you have questions, you can leave me a comment below. Have your own ideas for how you sight read well, leave them in the comments below. Questions for me, of course, you can please like and subscribe and look for more sight reading tips in future videos. I'm Adam, and I'm always trying to be a better piano teacher.